Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 45.
Hey, goal 66.
45.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Check. 43.
First play, first pass for Brady.
All right, D. Let's. All right, D.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
Come on, fellas.
11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
That's where you belong.
This defense for the Titans, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Here we go.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards, and it'll be Titan football. First and 10 now, Willis and the Titans at their 25-yard line.
Mike's 13, Mike's 13.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
They'll run it again with Henry. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Mike's 13, Mike's 13.
Warrior 70.
Check him.
3rd down, it's Willis.
Watch the pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Running left, it's Henry. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
I'm here all day.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Double tight. Double tight.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Check. 48.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 1st and goal from the 3.
Here we go.
Hey, look.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short game there, but can they do it a couple more times?
Check.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team.
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 77 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1.
Don't get nervous.
Once more, it's Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
7-7, our score after 1. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Malik Willis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Brady now on first down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Cowboy 80, Panther 11, Panther 11.
48's Mike, 48's Mike.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Willis on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So fourth down, and the Titans trot out Tucker McCann from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McCann's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Know your job. Mike 13.
Henry up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Willis.
Focus, defense, focus.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That throw by Brady incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Ready for this? They still playing soccer. Alert! Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey,
now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Taken in at the 11. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Mike 13. Mike 13. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Brady's throw finds its target, Dobbs. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. Romeo Dobbs, 76 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
19 tight.
Mike 48, Mike 48. I'm coming.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Okay, ready.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
Let's go. 48, 48's the Mike.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
48, 48.
They'll look to throw.
Watch the curl.
He sets to fire deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. Returning is Peppers. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Alabama,
Check, 45's the Mike.
watch the slats. Watch the slats. Hey, check 50.
Check Mike 45. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Brady going to throw.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Monty Rice. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Come on now. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Buying time to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Too little, Cupcake. Mike 48, Mike 48. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They go play action with Willis. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Henry again on 2nd down. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Move.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
They go play action with Willis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chase Claypool, 39 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. McCann now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80.
45's the mic. I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Here we check and reload.
Defense all day.
Now Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third down, here's Pierce. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Come on.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 115 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Willis. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Ozzy.
45. Ozzy. Check. 45's the mic.
Here's Brady to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Monty Rice. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Double tight. Alert. Alert. 3 down. 3 down.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This ball caught by Mechie. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
45, 45, 45.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dawson Knox, 31 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And some space here. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the foot.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
run you over. 48, Mike.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Bradley Pena now. He's been terrific so far. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Shotgun now for Brady. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Brady now on first down. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Right side complete to Mechie. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Check, 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Brady. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the
touchdown! Romeo Dobbs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Strong right.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Mike 13. We own them. We own them.
Willis.
He's coming. Check him.
Hey, defense.
Steps away to his left. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On first down, Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Henry running right. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Henry again on second down. And some room to maneuver.
Here we go.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 236 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A first down carry for Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Phillips. He's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game is.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Well, I can't help but chuckle because this morning, you and I, sitting at the hotel, keys to the game, I asked you, said they had the 3 interceptions last week. If they get one early, could be trouble. They got it on the first pass of the game.
And they anticipated getting it early because of their success last week. They are so coordinated right now on defense that everyone's looking at each other saying, who's going to get the next one? And believing it, and they made it happen.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side with Henry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no